For a weekend so late in the racing year, it certainly was a busy one. Hi everyone, I'm John Pavlak. Major races dotted the schedule this past weekend from the east to the Midwest. Our first stop is Yonkers Raceway, where the $401,000 Messenger Stakes, the final leg of the pacing Triple Crown, was raced. Roll with Joe closed his racing career in style by coming out of the pocket on the third turn and speeding away to an 8-length 152-4 victory. The win pushed the son of Cam's Card Sharks lifetime bankroll to $1.8 million.
In the 56th edition of the Messenger Stakes, and Roll with Joe is all alone. Roll with Joe rolling home here. It's never in doubt. Roll with Joe takes the Messenger Stakes final.
What's impressed you most about him?
Just his willingness and his gait and conformation and his heart. He's just a very, very tough horse. He loves to race. He's a pleasure to drive. He's two fingers. Just a very classy horse.
This is it. He's done. You know, Eddie's done a really good job measuring out the year. He had a bad ankle the day we bought him. That's why we were able to buy him, to be perfectly honest. And you know, due to kicking through a walker, not through any conformation issue. And so everything has been really laid out perfectly, and Eddie's had him right every time we needed him to.
Moving to Dover Downs, the $330,000 Progress Pace Final featured the favorite, All Sauce Hanover, and a supplemental entry, Westward Ho Hanover. In the end, the pair staged a stretch duel that saw the supplement prevail for driver Dave Pallone in a 149-1 mile.
Westward Ho Hanover, Al's Ace Hanover, they come off the turn, and Westward Ho Hanover's gotten off by 2 lines coming through the stretch. Westward Ho Hanover, Al's Ace Hanover trying to come on again, coming toward the wire. Westward Ho Hanover does it. Al's Ace Hanover and Rock to Glory.
The United States Trotting Association is your place to find out more information on the standardbred breed and the exciting sport of harness racing. Want to own a racehorse? Become a licensed driver? Or find records of a retired standardbred you've started riding? Visit our comprehensive website to learn more about what the USTA can do for you.
This past Saturday's card at Dover also featured a trio of Matron Stakes finals, one of which saw the winner overcome what could have been a very costly mistake. Driver Tim Tetrick, as he said, tried to be nice to check me out in the $129,050 Matron final for freshman filly trotters. She, however, returned the kindness by breaking stride early in the mile, but recovered and proved her class with a brilliant drive.
Check Me Out coming on the outside after the voluptuous Ronda coming through the stretch. Check Me Out is up to get the lead. Check Me Out made up 20-25 lengths to win in 158.
This past Saturday, Balmoral Park offered a total of nearly $900,000 in purses in 6 American Nationals, and among them the sophomore pacing colt Better Than Cheddar could not have been better. Following his Breeders' Crown win, in which Mark McDonald drove him, he was reunited with George Brennan and sped to a 150-1 win in the Windy City.
Racing up, the leader Better Than Cheddar, Hug a Dragon, trying to close ground along the inside. Then Big Bad John, Something for Doc, it's Better Than Cheddar.
Moving now to Harrah's Chester, which hosted the Fall Final Four Stakes. The world record table was edited when Economy Terror grabbed the lead after the quarter pole and then sped to a 150-3 victory for driver Brian Sears in the $380,000 Three Diamonds.
But Economy Terror is trying to shake away. Economy Terror called upon for a bit more, a length and a half in front of Hands Off My Cookie, and Economy Terror is going to do it. Economy Terror takes the 22nd Three Diamonds.
The budding pacing star of Rock and Roll Dance may have nabbed Dan Patch Award honors in the $510,000 Governor's Cup Final, which he won for driver Yannick Gingras and co-owner and trainer Jim Mullenix.
And at the 150, a Rock and Roll Dance still under very minimal encouragement, holds clear by 2. Hillbilly Hanover's a driven second, but a Rock and Roll Dance was a most measured winner.
He feels good every day, and he's never had any lameness, and he's just a good, clean going, a good feeling horse. And when I have a bad day, if I jog him, then I feel better because he feels good. So it was nice to win one of the big ones here. We've been pretty solid all year, but horses went big miles, and we come up a little short a couple times. But overall, I think he was the most solid.
Have you been keeping an eye on handicapping.ustrotting.com? If you have, you know it's where you find some pretty good wagering opportunities. The guaranteed betting pools have been very popular throughout 2011. We note that Balmoral Park has added a guaranteed pick 5, and also note that Pompano Park will become the 17th U.S. racetrack to take part in the USTA's strategic wagering program. Visit the site often and enjoy the free pass performances from Trackmaster and the free handicapping selections. Since 2005, Buckeye St. Pat has been a model of consistency. The daughter of Jailhouse Jesse came out of Ohio and won 51 of 105 starts and $2.3 million. On this past Sunday, the reigning 3-time Trotting Mare of the Year, surrounded by driver Tim Tetrick, trainer Ron Burke, and her owners, was given a great send-off. It provided her many fans the opportunity to applaud her one final time and gave her connection some time to reminisce about her greatness.
And she's the first truly great horse I had that trip didn't matter, that, you know, she was the best horse on the track when she was at her best.
Maybe even more important was that first Breeders' Crown. She put on a move that I was shocked with, and it was a lot of pressure because she was just hadn't been there, and every year we kept saying we're going to get the Breeders' Crown. She never got there. She finally got there and she won it.
Her gait's great, her, you know, everything about her is great, but her tenacity just separated her from other horses. To me, she's still number one. And I know it's tough, you know, you have West, you have Foiled, you have Maltese, but like they've all, you know, on their day were, you know, as good as anybody, but they were never just straight out better than whoever she was in with. And she just many times was just better than who she was in with.
It really makes me feel special that she's so popular, and that it's not just the group that own her that love her, it's most of the people. We get letters, I get emails all the time, and she's just been a dream.
As the year comes to a close, the annual USTA district meetings are underway. As we have in the past, we've again used this medium to report to our members. We've recently posted this video report outlining the projects we have completed in the year just ending and the projects we have undertaken. Visit our YouTube page to see the entire video, which will also be seen at USTA district meetings this winter. And as the video says, we'd like to hear your comments. That puts a wrap on this week's show and the season. We're headed to winter quarters, but remind you to look online for our Here They Come podcast throughout the winter. We'll be with you for some special editions, such as coverage of the Dan Patch Awards and the live webcast of the USTA annual meeting in March, before rejoining you in the spring. I'd like to thank Rich Johnston, Ken Weingartner, and TJ Burkett, among others, for their help this season, and thank you for watching. See you next time on Eye on Harness Racing.